Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Welcome to your Friday night, my friends. I'm meteorologist Andrew Humphrey. Beautiful conditions tonight, but hotter this weekend. An air quality alert for your Saturday and storms for Sunday. We'll talk about what it all means and your 7-day forecast in minutes.
Okay, Andrew. While so many were struggling to get help from the Michigan Unemployment Agency, tonight a state contractor has been charged by the feds with bilking the system out of $2 million. The 39-year-old Detroit woman was charged by the U.S. attorney with allegedly taking part in that multi-million-dollar fraud scheme.
Feds say she used her insider access at the agency to help herself. Mara McDonald live downtown outside the federal courthouse with more on how this was done. Mara.
Well, Devin, here's what the feds are saying, that 39-year-old woman, Brandy Hawkins, she was the person inside the agency, okay? And that she was working with multiple people outside the agency who would submit these fraudulent claims. She would greenlight them, they'd go forward, they'd collect all this money, millions, according to the feds, monies that were supposed to go to Michiganders who were laid off because of COVID.
The feds dropping the hammer on Hawkins late this afternoon. Per the federal complaint, 39-year-old Brandy Hawkins signed off on $2 million of fake unemployment claims, and when they searched her house in Detroit, found $200,000 in cash on hand, as well as numerous new high-end luxury items.
The case is about fraud, it's about theft, and really what it boils down to is this is the money of the taxpayers. This is the people's money that the people expect is going to go to help people who are suffering during the pandemic.
So where's the rest of the $1.8 million Hawkins is alleged to have signed off on those fraudulent claims? U.S. Attorney Matthew Schneider will only say the case is ongoing. And what's even worse, COVID fraud is a real thing the feds are dealing with during the pandemic. Detroit's outpost of the Department of Justice is one of the busiest offices in the country already. And now this.
We have more public corruption cases here than anywhere else. We have more exploitation of children here than anywhere else. We have more healthcare fraud than anywhere else. So we're always working hard. Now, on top of that, we've got virus fraud. We've got coronavirus fraud. We've got a pandemic and people are taking advantage of it.
Back here live, COVID fraud is a real thing, and it's not just here in Detroit. Federal agencies across the country are having to deal with it right now. We're live downtown tonight outside the federal courthouse. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
It's a fascinating narrative here that's developing. Do we have any idea how long she had been a contract employee?
We do, Devin, not long. According to the state, she had gotten that job sometime in mid-April. She managed to, according to the feds, do all this by the time she was fired in mid-June. Yeah. Back to you.
All right, Mara.
All right, well, the 90-degree heat returns this weekend. Andrew is in for Ben, tracking hot and humid conditions and also our next storm threat. Hi, Andrew.
Hey there, Kimberly. We are looking at warm conditions overnight, and yes, the return of high heat and humidity, as you mentioned, starting tomorrow, but going all the way through the weekend, including Sunday. Right now, it's a warm 78 for our friends at City Airport. A beautiful shot of downtown Detroit, 75 over at Metro. It's warm for now. It'll be mild overnight. Still relatively comfortable, but that humidity is going to creep up a bit. So the sleeping forecast over the next few hours, it still remains rather warm, but it cools off into the 60s later on tonight. We can still sleep with the windows up for at least one more night. But because of the high heat and humidity, highs tomorrow in the low 90s, intense sunshine, we're looking at air pollution levels rising for tomorrow, so an air quality alert for your Saturday. More heat is to come on Sunday. We'll have dry conditions on Saturday. It's the drier day out of the two in terms of rainfall. No rain tomorrow morning when you join me on the morning show. Same thing in the afternoon. But you'll notice on Sunday, we got a line of storms on the way for that day. How strong will they be? We'll talk about that, plus your 7-day forecast in minutes.
Okay, Andrew. An Oakland County teenager who was sent to juvenile detention for violating her probation by not completing online schoolwork will remain at Children's Village for at least the weekend. It's a case that's drawn national headlines. This is video from yesterday's protest at Groves High School in Birmingham. Late tonight, a judge denied the 15-year-old's immediate release and scheduled a hearing Monday.
Today, the state reporting 660 new cases of coronavirus, up just slightly from yesterday.
Several big headlines today, including the Michigan High School Athletic Association deciding fall sports will be played as normal, not moved to spring as had been previously considered. Governor Gretchen Whitmer also issuing another executive order on masks. The new rule says businesses can't assume unmasked customers aren't wearing one because they can't medically tolerate it, and are calling on businesses to ask customers for a verbal explanation. The governor says the new rule is needed to make sure cases don't rise across the state.
Right now was the time to tighten up so we don't have to move backward. We may ultimately have to, but let's get our guard back up. I think spotty compliance has been what's contributing to our increasing numbers. So let's tighten up now and try to get this going in the right direction again.
According to the new mask order, anyone not wearing a mask inside a business must be questioned about why he or she isn't wearing a face covering. There are exceptions to the policy, including children younger than 5 years of age and people eating and drinking at restaurants. And with the August primary 2.5 weeks away, voters will not be required to wear a mask inside a polling place, but it is highly encouraged.
Small Michigan College will be holding in-person commencements tomorrow, despite the governor's executive order limiting gatherings to 100 people. Hillsdale College, just south of Jackson, expecting about 2,600 people to attend the outdoor event on the football field. The college is requiring everyone to have their temperature checked on arrival, wear a mask, and they have to sit 6 feet apart.
We believe this fits within the governor's rulings as to First Amendment exercises. We've gone above and beyond what we think we might have to do, trying to be minimalistic here. We care about the students. We care about our staff and faculty. In fact, it's us old people that should worry the most, right?
The concern is that folks will be in town that do not recognize that they have COVID-19 and are spreading it, and they are visiting our restaurants, and they are in our hotels, and they are at the stores.
Michigan's Attorney General Dana Nessel says the event is against the law. We did reach out to the police department there to ask about their plans for handling all this, but we have not yet heard back.
A new push tonight from House Democrats to get the Senate to take up the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. The bill would bring sweeping changes to police departments across the country, aiming to hold departments accountable and end racial profiling. Local 4's Larry Spruill is live at Detroit Police Headquarters tonight with how our local representatives feel about the bill. Larry, good evening.
Good evening, Kimberly. They say it's really about having that much-needed conversation about police brutality and race. It's two issues that the country has been dealing with for a while now. And the U.S. House of Representatives passed a bill talking about this, including two local leaders. They say it's time to have that conversation now.
And as an elected official, Debbie Dingle and I both are clearly aware we must enact policy.
That's something both Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence and Congresswoman Debbie Dingle say they take to heart. That's why they voted for the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, a bill that recently passed the U.S. House of Representatives. There were 236 yes votes and 181 no votes.
The George Floyd bill has taken the cries from the streets, the decades of abuse in Black America, moving us from a point of anguish to action.
The George Floyd Justice Act focuses on holding police accountable and ending racial profiling, just to name a few.
It holds police departments accountable by establishing a register of those police officers who have a history of abusing, using excessive force, breaking the law, bans no-knock warrants. It also removes the immunity.
Lawrence says that just scratches the surface.
How important is to have this bill in predominantly African-American communities?
I'm proud to say in Detroit, we don't see daily incidents of police brutality. However, I would not sit here and say it is non-existent.
And so Lawrence says the next step is to have Mitch McConnell present this bill to the Senate floor. But she tells me that she does not believe that will happen. So right now it's just a wait and see. We're live at DPD tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
All right, Larry. The case against a Detroit city councilman growing. Today, the Monroe County prosecutor charged Gabe Leland with misconduct in office. It comes just weeks before he was set to face trial on bribery charges. But Leland has been under investigation for the past 3 years. He was indicted by the feds for bribery back in 2018. Right now, he's been serving out his term on city council while the case against him proceeds in the federal system. This new round, of course, will be a matter for the state courts. The Imagine Theater in Novi broke in their brand new drive-in theater tonight.
Yeah, how about this? Bohemian Rhapsody lit up the big screen for a sold-out show. The drive-in is featuring a different movie every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night at 9:30. Tickets cost $30 per vehicle with up to 6 people allowed in each car. And car placement is a matter of first come, first serve. And only 6 people, so no piling people in the trunk and hide them in. All right, still ahead, the owner of a popular Michigan business facing backlash after going on a Facebook rant against everything from coronavirus to Black Lives Matter movement. We'll have that coming up.
How he's responding to protesters who say he went too far.
And a millionaire tech CEO was found dismembered inside his Manhattan apartment. Tonight, police say they've arrested his killer. How they caught him after just 2 days.
Becoming a first white boy, Rick Wershey, just days away from freedom. What he'll be doing when he's released from a Florida halfway house next.